Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Spooty here, bringing you some Warptank Cherry action. With me in the booth, I've got Python here to help with the commentary.
Hello, I'm Python. I ran gold for this a very long time ago. The route is completely different now, and I'm gonna do my best to keep up with it.
Yeah, the route's all different, and it's all my fault, but don't worry about it. So yeah, again, thank you all for the generous donations. I kind of had the idea of like, oh, let's just do I saw there were no donation targets left for the rest of the night. I was like, hey, how about a tour of all the colors of the tank? Let's do the tank rainbow. And it was kind of a last minute ad, and you guys had no problem smashing that incentive. Even this late at night. So I appreciate all y'all, all your generosity. It's all going to a great cause. Without any further ado, though, let's go ahead and get going. Warp tank time starts as soon as you see the main hub after we start new game, and we'll just get right into it. And go. So first off, we're going to be going for the farthest level here. That's because there's a level unlock cutscene after you finish one level, and I'm going to want to reset past that to save some time. So the cherry condition for Warptank is to collect all of the hidden coffees. It does mean we don't need to play the arena levels which don't have coffees, which is a nice little quirk of playing cherries. You don't have to play the auto scrollers. So yeah, right after that, as soon as the lobby reloads and the game saves, we just reset to skip that cutscene. Saves a little bit of time. And then we're going to come over here and clear these levels. This is Junior Sector. There's a really nice, fun, satisfying movement chain coming up here at the start of this level. Right here. It's just a super satisfying, pretty tough to learn, but actually not too hard once you get the hang of it. And you just traverse this entire level super fast.
Yeah, that movement right there is a really good example of, ooh, all right, well...
I accidentally moved before I accidentally warped an extra time there and moved into the spikes. Okay, well, you get to see that cool movement again. Lucky you.
That's kind of the nature of Warptank speedrunning. Sometimes what happens, you're moving really fast.
Everyone likes to see fast Junior Sector twice.
This is a very flashy speedrun. There's going to be a lot of stuff like that, so strap in. It's going to be mesmerizing to watch Spooty run through this.
There we go. Didn't warp an extra time that time. Let's go. It's so easy to accidentally, like, when you have to warp several times in quick succession, just throw out an extra warp and throw off your movement. But yeah, there we go. We got Meal Sector up next. This introduces the eyeballs. They're super annoying. This one's being a jerk. They just shoot randomly and sometimes waste your time, like that one just did.
Yeah, this run is kind of plagued by RNG, and the eyeballs are just a great example of that. Sometimes they'll waste so much of your time just by giving you patterns like this.
Yep.
You just have to wait so long.
Yeah, classic Meal Sector. The first eyeball and then the next eyeballs. Okay, so this one has a really tight platform cycle I'm going to try to make at the start of the level here. As soon as we get here.
Yeah, for the longest time, I did not think this was possible. Let's see if he gets it here.
There we go. Got it.
Oh, makes it. Yeah, that's insanely tight. Very, very impressive to hit that here.
Yeah, just need to make it through the rest of the level without taking a death. It's worth noting for anyone who hasn't cherried Warptank, if you die, you lose any coffees you picked up and have to pick them up again, like in that level. Okay, so that's our fourth level, and that unlocks another area, which means we're going to take a quick diversion here. Thanks again for your donations, and we're going to become the pink tape.
Trans tank.
So yeah, I'm just going to be grabbing the tanks as soon as they become available, and then we'll go right back into the main route. So Yard Sector is all bound by a bunch of really slow-moving platform cycles, so I'm just going to take the time to clean up this mess a bit. Because it does not cost any time to do it. We just have to make this platform cycle right there. So, funny thing about this level is, even in gold runs, I tend to collect the coffee on this level, because it costs literally 0 time to do so. Because you're waiting for this platform anyway. Alright, so that's Yard Sector. So, Crush Sector, coming up next, is kind of like meant to be the first level, I think. Make no mistake, when you're speedrunning it, the route is pretty tight. So let's see if I can get all the right motions here. extra warp there. It's fine. Yeah, we just wait here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, could have been better, could have been worse. And the bat at the end played nice. Again, RNG enemies throughout the whole game.
That's not going to get better either. That's only going to get worse.
Okay, pretty clean maneuvering to tower sector here. Another vertical level, like we saw with junior sector. I believe this is the first exclamation block we see, which, you know, clears the screen of enemies. It's also the first time we see these slimes, and they're one of the worst enemies in the game. They're so random and so annoying. Gotta clear those blocks out here. I'm gonna just... So the interesting thing about this coffee is you have to be very careful about which blocks you shoot out, because it's really easy to make this coffee completely inaccessible if you shoot too many blocks out. Okay, there we go. That's a pretty good tower sector. So next we're gonna head over to healing sector, and I actually have some very new strats I'm gonna try to do on this level. The flamethrowers have weird hitboxes. You can kind of squeeze between the flame bursts a bit. So let's see if I can get this right. Yeah, there we go. Too early on that. So yeah, there's a really tight cycle. I'm gonna try take a couple stabs at trying to get here. Oh, a little too late on that one. I'll try it a couple times, and if it's not working out, we'll just move on. Okay, we'll just move on. You can beat that flamethrower cycle on the right there, and it saves several seconds if you manage to pull it off.
Is that the tightest thing in the run right now?
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's tighter than the bomb sector cycle. It's really hard. But it's okay. Only a few seconds lost. Yeah, healing sector is one of the longer levels in the run here. I'm not gonna make that flamethrower cycle, it's fine. And we also get introduced to these worms. These worms are a pain in the butt. It's supposed to be that you just hit them in the face like that, and they die. But sometimes they just look at you and go, nuh-uh, and refuse to die. So again, I'm gonna skip this checkpoint because it's after the coffee. If I take this checkpoint and then die, I would have to restart the whole level. Okay. Looks like we can go under this worm, but we're gonna have to kill this one. Okay, good. Looks like we are in the clear here. Okay, there we go. Healing sector done. And then we've got a hidden passage over here to Nest sector, at which point we'll trigger our next level unlock cutscene and our next available tank color. So I also made a recent route change to this level, which saves a little bit of a cycle. If you're quick about it... Oh, I missed it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you can save one cycle on these platforms if you do it right, but didn't quite get it. So coffee is hidden up here, and then we just gotta wait for these phase blocks. Yeah, this is the first level we see these shoot blocks. Whenever they show up, you're usually gonna have to slow down. A lot of times there's, you know, level design that revolves around, like, waiting for them to phase out, and then, you know, warping through them. Okay, we'll clear out all the enemies here, just play it a little safe. Oh, that's the wrong way. And yeah, we got these spinning arrow warps, which, you know, a lot of how fast you can go in this level is dictated by the arrow warp cycles. Okay, so then we're gonna reset here. If I do it exactly right, I can save like a quarter of a second here by doing that reset.
You just gotta nail this really difficult movement.
Okay, and I think that is time save. I did the movement right.
Okay.
I am going to go a little out of my way here before I do deep sector, though, because there's a new tank color open over here. And then we're going to backtrack.
I think this was the one I used to beat the game.
Yeah, I like the gray tank with the red highlight treads. Nice little visual pop there. So yeah, we're on deep sector here. This one introduces the flip blocks, which are a fun little mechanic. We'll see you having to deal with those soon.
So every time you flip, the flip block will also flip. And that can result in some really funny deaths. Hopefully we don't see anything like that here.
Oh, go. Okay, there we go. And then we've got one more level on this side of the hub over to the right here. Oh, not that way. There we go. Over in Nugget Sector. Nugget Sector is filled with really heavy RNG enemies. Hopefully they play nice.
Oh boy, Nugget Sector. You need your RNG slimes, your RNG flies.
Okay, so far they've been nice. Little bit of a trick there with the diagonal roll off the teeth to hit that flesh hole without having to get directly vertically over it. That was a clean Nugget Sector.
That was great, yeah. All the enemies played very nice there.
I actually have my splits up, and that was a gold split for me.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, no new level unlock cutscene, but the next set of levels are way on the left, so it's a little faster to reset there. We're going to be taking care of a few levels over here before we unlock the... wrong way. The top of the space station. So we got Stair Sector, Source Sector, and Form Sector coming up here. Stair Sector, as the name implies, it's all about those eyeballs. You just gotta hope they play nice.
It's our favorite enemy in Warptank, the random balls.
Got the coffee here. Oh, and we got the vertical shot there. I hate that.
Just wait,
you gotta wait so long there. I avoid the checkpoint there because, yeah, like the coffee's earlier than it, so I would have to reset and go all the way back if I die after that point. All right. The rest of the eyeballs played okay at least, but yeah, that first that one before the first checkpoint. All right, so now we head over here to Soar and Form. These levels used to be part of the gold route, but they're both pretty long-winded levels. So, Soar Sector's got some relatively new tech in it too, which is actually unique to it. You'll see it when I get there. Yeah, we got some more of these phase blocks, which, yeah, the special bit of new tech involves those. We also see these new jumping spiders that shoot these annoying bouncy diagonal lasers. Thankfully, they're not a super common enemy. We'll only see them a couple times. But yeah, we gotta wait for these phase blocks a bit, and hopefully this guy doesn't... He tried!
He tried.
Okay, so here's the special tech. There we go. You can shoot the block as you roll off of it to phase them in early, and cut down the amount of wait time at this juncture right here. There we go. That was a pretty good Soar Sector. And now we just have Form Sector, which is filled with those slimes that everyone hates. So hopefully they play nice. Okay.
A good amount of waiting
coming up on this. Here we go. Hopefully the slimes play nice. Okay. Oh.
All right.
Nice enough. And I make the flamethrower cycle. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh. Ah, messed that up. Yeah, that lip enemy is in a kind of troublesome spot sometimes. Okay. Coffee is over here. All right, and that's going to be Form Sector. So we're going to have another reset after this, just give another cutscene, and we'll see another tank color in a bit. It's a good time for any announcements if you got any.
Yes, I have an announcement. This is going amazing. People are really loving this run. You've got a ton of support in the chat, Spooty. People are like literally mouth agape at the rate this is going, and it's very impressive. We also have a $50 donation directly to you, Rudy for Spooty, from He Who Am Are Is Myself. Thank you for that. We are well over 7,000.
Nice job.
That's what it says. That's what it says on the tag. What do you want me to do? I'm reading the name. We are on our Renegade trio, so I'll give it back to you.
All right, yeah. So we've unlocked the top of the space station, and there's a funny little trick that we can do right here. See this electric orb? You can't quite outrun it, but you can just do that, and it just lets you through it for some reason. If you try to just roll straight left, you will die to that. I think I kind of messed up. Oh, and I missed the shot. Okay. We're going to be behind the flamethrower cycles I try to hit here, but that's okay. And we get introduced to these obnoxious brain spiders. These guys suck. Thankfully, there's only 3 of them in the entire game. And this one we can just kind of outrun, but the other 2 after this, we're going to have to fight. and they're very annoying to fight. But you know, more on them later. Got our coffee hidden in here. And then we just kind of go for it, and usually it works.
First try.
All right, there. Yeah, first try, every try. Sacrum Sector is all about those electric wires, and there's also some crushers at the end. One of them likes to just randomly kill you for no reason. Hopefully that doesn't happen here.
Spooty, I think I may be onto something on why it does that. I think it has something to do with when you flip on the platform prior to it.
Move too fast.
Because
okay.
Like what your orientation is going into it and when you flip, I think, because I was able to kind of replicate it. I need to test it more, but I think I'm getting somewhere because it's been annoying me in my runs and I want to understand why.
Okay, there we go.
More research required.
And yeah, since we're cherry and the coffee is earlier, like, I skip this checkpoint. In gold runs, if the crusher kills you, it's not a huge time loss. Here, it's a little bit more of a pain. So hopefully this crusher right here doesn't randomly kill me. Okay, we're good.
I think it would kill you if you warped off the edge of the top of the previous platform. Like if you weren't on the ground approaching it and instead warped from the edge of the previous platform, I think you would die.
Okay, so these spiders, if you're on the ceiling, they will always jump. So we use that to try and... Oh, that was a bad mash job for me. Try to use that to... We can use that to bait out this one, but the second one has no spots on the ceiling you can go to after you shoot these blocks out. So you just gotta kind of hope he behaves. Okay, he behaved. Sure.
It's a very fast mash to one cycle those guys. Pretty tight.
Oh, I went the wrong way there. Okay. Fine, we'll just wait out some extra flamethrowers. Okay. And now we're coming up on the boss Renegade. I'm generally pretty good about two-cycling this boss, but we'll see if he cooperates.
Yeah, there's some RNG to where he spawns, and there's definitely certain positions you want to see and certain ones you don't. We got some pretty good ones here. This should be a two-cycle.
Yeah,
right, nice.
Clean two-cycle, let's go.
Pretty tight, but yeah, clean.
Gold split, too. That was nice.
Two
yeah, he didn't get any of the random eyeballs spawning between hits there. Okay, and then we get our last color change. We're gonna have to kind of go pretty far out of the way for this. Yeah, like here. And there we go, orange tank. And now we'll just head back up and get back on the route. Might have been faster to actually go around the top, now that I think about it. But yeah, so we're in the final area. We've got Shock Sector here, which is all about these fade blocks. It's a pretty slow-paced level where you're waiting for them to fade in and out a lot of the time. So, you know, great time if you got anything else to say.
We've got Mossmouth is impressed by your run if you want to know about that. We've also got Tyreek Plummer giving us a $25 donation, who says, I'm allowed to have a favorite, and you can't stop me, and mine is Warptank. So you are playing the favorite game of Tyreek Plummer of the Mossmouth team.
Nice, nice. Good taste. So yeah, just gotta wait for this, and then use this flip block to get through. Gotta be careful about which blocks you shoot here. You have to shoot only the right block here. If you shoot out the left block, you can't reach the coffee, or, well, if you move fast enough you can, but then you can't finish the level. This left block needs to be intact so you can actually reach the exit after obtaining the coffee. And then we've got everyone's favorite level, Guide Sector. This is the longest level in the run, even including Final Sector. I use a music audio cue here to get this movement, so... There we go. Yeah, there we go. That gets you there just in time. We'll take this checkpoint. I shouldn't be needing it, but, you know, best to be safe. But yeah, the end of this level where we grab the coffee, it's something all right. You'll see when I get there. So yeah, it's kind of a neat, like, puzzle design of, like, you get one level, one room that's, you know, that lets you learn the layout, and then you have to execute in the next room with the shock tiles, remembering the layout you just learned. It's a really fun concept, but and I think they were cooking pretty well with this, but the last room, something went wrong in the kitchen. I'll be frank. So we're actually going to take a death here, and that's intentional, because these platform cycles are in such a bad spot that it saves time to hit the checkpoint and die. And see that bottom platform that has like 10 tiles to move? We have to wait for it 3 times to get this coffee.
You got any announcements? Any donations?
Yeah, while we're waiting, someone asked, you're playing this, they wanted to confirm you're playing this game on keyboard.
That's correct.
So
yeah, there we go.
As a controller player, I wish I did play it on keyboard because it'd be easier.
Yeah, there are definitely some trade-offs, and it like depends on, you know, varies from game to game. I feel like, you know, in some games you kind of get an advantage on keyboard, some on controller. Like we were just talking during the Mortal run earlier, how much easier the like the 4-tile bomb can be on keyboard compared to controller. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it is personal preference, but there definitely are arguments for both.
I am over life on the fast bomb sector with controller. Never gotten it.
This is my favorite level in the run. It's just so clean right here.
Okay. A little sloppy on the movement. I'm gonna just wait for that flamethrower cycle. Just play it safe. So yeah, not quite getting the good cycles here, but it's okay. Hopefully the worms, like, actually let me kill them. Okay, good. I'm gonna wait that cycle. just playing it safe, because yeah, if we die here, we have to go all the way back to the start to get the coffee. Gotta wait a bit after that second switch, because if you try and rush that third switch too fast, you actually end up on the gate as it's opening and die. Which is not a good time. But we're coming up on the last couple of levels before Big Tank, which introduce what I think is the most hated enemy type for most players. Those ceiling spiders that you see up here. They usually randomly move, but they can also stop and spew 3 random bullets that just bounce around and are really hard to deal with.
And you have random eyeballs in this level on top of that. It's a real riotable level.
Spooty,
we're getting through pretty cleanly though.
Spooty, Big Tank's coming up. I just want to let you know that you have a commitment from He Who Am that if you get the quick kill, $50.
I'll try for it, but the quick kill is entirely luck based. I'll try it a few times, but you know, no promises. It's down to luck. It's down to if Big Tank decides he wants to let me get it.
If that happens, I'll match that. Yeah, the odds of getting the quick kill are pretty slim.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is soft sector. More of these ceiling devils that we just gotta watch out for, and there's some shock tiles here. Oh, I overmoved there. Well, good thing I took the checkpoint. Yeah, this like the movement to the next safe spot I go for here looks really tight, but it's actually pretty generous. Okay, it looks like these guys are cooperating. We'll take this checkpoint too. The death does mean I have more laser cannons I have to worry about here. There's a little bit of a bug there that if you die and continue from the checkpoint, the capsule monster's in the wrong spot and you don't have to kill him. You can just leave. Alright, so we're coming up on Big Tank here. We're actually already almost done with this run. We've only got Big Tank. We have to clean up Zirka sector, which we skipped before because it's pretty close to Final Sector. And then we have Final Sector. So, yeah, there's a very, very funny quick kill that I'm gonna go for a few times. But Big Tank needs to cooperate. He needs to not do any little wiggling motions, and he needs to shoot with the left ring launcher first.
Oh my god.
Oh, he gave it to me, but it didn't quite have enough time.
Oh, that was almost it.
I'll try it again. Okay, he's just giving me a big roll. We'll just fight him normally.
Yes, you need a very particular attack pattern from him here, and it's not just one attack, it's several, so yeah, the odds of getting it are pretty slim. It is a massive time save, though, if you actually landed it. And I wish that happened.
Yeah, it was so close. I think if my mashing was a little better, I would have had it. Like, he definitely gave me the right circumstances for it, but my mash was just a little slow.
Oh, well, a pretty clean, a pretty decent big tank fight anyway here. Okay, well, maybe,
Of course, the
maybe not.
90-degree roll. Oh, okay, he was one shot. All right, there we go. Big tank's done. And there's the gold. But yeah, we still need to finish up. We've got one more coffee to collect from Zirka sector coming up here. Yeah, which, like I said, we skipped this one earlier just because the final sector, the hidden final sector entry is right over here. So this level's a bit of a step back in terms of difficulty from the last few we've seen. It's mostly just centered around these lip enemies, which are not too hard to deal with. Coffee is one that's hiding kind of in plain sight here with the discolored spikes. This is kind of meant to be the first level that you encounter these the purple jumping spiders in, but yeah, we do put this level off till the end here, just because it's a little more efficient. And okay, just gotta... There we go. And we're coming up on Final Sector. So, Final Sector, yeah, for every coffee you have one of these bubble boxes here, and you need all 24 to be able to cross the bridge into the final sector here. Final sector is the second longest level in the game after guide sector. The first segment here doesn't matter if we're particularly efficient because there's a really long-winded platform cycle that we can't really speed up too much. We still need to be like relatively prompt, but if we get slowed down in a couple spots to enemy RNG, it's not a big deal. I think I can just, yeah, go for this. Yeah, we should be well on pace to making the good platform cycle coming up here. Yeah, no problem. Alright, so we just... Okay, we got some eyeballs here that we would like to see cooperate. Alright, they played pretty nice. This is a really good final sector so far.
Yeah, so far so good. Nothing's gone wrong at all.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna have to... Oh, I thought that was that bullet's last bounce. Miscounted
Python!
Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Okay, this guy's not cooperating. Alright, just warp kick him. Oh, I thought I was beating the turret shot there. He got a shot off right before I killed him. Come on. Yeah, this final enemy gauntlet can be pretty rough. Oh, come on. Thought I could sneak under that. Okay. Yeah, with all the randomness of all the enemies in this final stretch, you know, there's a lot you gotta account for. Okay, there we go. We should be pretty clear from here. I'm gonna just play it a little safe with these lips. There we go. Okay, and then time is gonna be once the ending cutscene comes in here. And there we go. That's time.
GG.
Congratulations. This is the end of the game.
So what's canonically going on in this ending?
You are a great player. Line break. 3 exclamation marks.
So like,
see you next time.
All the tanks get sucked into a wormhole. I don't quite follow the lore.
Don't worry about it like that. I mean, Warptank was allegedly conceived from Thorsten Petter's weird fever dream he had napping on the company couch. So like, you know, he just wakes up at that point, I guess. I don't know.
Come on, Python. Capsule World, Big Tank. Don't you listen to the NPCs?
I'm still upset. Like, we got the RNG. I just need to mash a little better. Like, that was so close to the Big Tank quick kill. Well, it's okay. Can't win them all. Still got 2707 is what I'm seeing for my time. Which considering I had to go out of my way for tank coloring, that's a really good run.
2 gold splits on top of that. Like, your Sum of Bestest must be looking pretty good now.
Yeah, actually, it's looking pretty darn good, for sure. I think something got messed up because it's claiming 2204, and that seems wrong. But yeah, no, a very, very nice run. Anyways, yeah, thanks everyone for again, I said it at the start of the run, but thanks again for all your generous donations that made the rainbow tour of all of the warp tanks possible. I appreciate that. I will, this isn't the last you'll see of me yet, Gadget. I'll be on the couch for Alphazar's hat tomorrow. I'll be racing Orank and Bug Hunter tomorrow. I'll be doing divers on Sunday morning, and I'll be in the stream chat plenty of times throughout the rest of it. So, again, thanks everyone for coming out and supporting the inaugural Cherry Rush. I'm sure this isn't this probably isn't going to be the last time we do something like this, because it's been wildly successful thanks to all of you. And I'm already looking forward to the next time we do something like this. Anything else you guys want to say?
Thanks for having me on the couch. Had a blast. I always love watching good Warp Tank.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Spooty. Amazing run. Just want to let you know we had one more $5 donation from Gainsworthy, who said, "Sick Warp Tank dodge." You definitely did some dodging. Great run. We will be right back with the final run, the capstone to Friday night. We are going to see Vanger Cherry in just a moment. Stay tuned.